Starfall.
Hey guys, welcome back to Starfall Sabers. My name is Nick, and what I have here is two installed sabers that my client purchased. This one is actually a Mystery Saber that was purchased through my Etsy shop, and then this was purchased secondhand. This was a wolf head pommel one-of-one saber that I had made a couple years ago, and the person who originally bought it was selling this along with some other Starfall Sabers that he had collected. And so my client who bought the Mystery Saber also had purchased this one secondhand and wanted both of them to be installed. So this video will show off the sabers and show off the features of the install. They're both running the latest version of Profi install done by Nathan Barnes from Wild Space Outpost. So let me show you this wolf head pommel saber first. It has some runes etched into the upper grip. Has this brass chevron detail on the emitter, which turned out pretty nice. And then I made a blade plug. This is using inside of a camera flash, a vintage brass piece, which looked nice with the saber, especially with the brass accents throughout. So you have power and auxiliary. Right now the kill key is in, which I'll show you how to get access to, so it cuts off power to the saber when you're just storing it. It has this really unique looking and very durable weathered suede leather grip that's been aged chemically. And it has this really cool, almost like mummified look and feel. I really liked the way this turned out. It was kind of quite by accident. I originally had wrapped it with two different colors of suede and I just hated the way it looked, and so I put a chemical agent all over it and it hardened up and it feels and looks really cool. I actually want to do another one, another wrap like this on another saber at some point. Vintage brass greebly here, and then you have this cool wolf head pommel. Its ears are back, it's pretty angry, and then you have it vented for sound here. So this is one of my older builds. I try to have pommels that screw on and screw off for my recent builds. This was an older one, so it just has a set screw that holds this in securely. So you want to just back this out here, loosen it, and the pommel will come right out. You have the speaker there, so it's a snug fit chassis, which is nice. To get it out, just grip the saber like so and kind of hit it against the palm of your hand here. And you'll see the pommel come down. And here is the kill key. So you can take some, you can get it out with your fingernails, but my fingernails are super short right now, so I'm just using this needle nose pliers here. Oop. This is also where you will charge the saber. So I'll include two chargers with this. And then just slide the chassis back in. You'll get a little resistance there. What I like to do is use the pommel, seat it all the way in, like so, but then you just back it out flush when you go to secure it here. So. Line that up. Sorry, it's taking forever on camera. Trying not to get in the way of the lens. All right, line it up like so, and then just tighten it down. And you don't want to over tighten it. Just snug it up, and then it's pressure fit so it won't go anywhere. Power on. Blaster box. Tap the power to power down. So let's get a blade in here. So back out the blade retention screw, you'll kind of see the the blade plug has a little relief in it when you undo it. So when you're seating both the blade plug and the blade, you want to apply some down pressure and then tighten, because this connector touches down on those spring-loaded pins here. All right, so we'll get a blade. And it's a nice snug fit. Just get that touch down there, just make sure. Okay, so you tighten it up and power on. Nice bright needle-pixel blade. So you can change the color on these sabers. What you do is you hold down the auxiliary and tap power, and you'll hear a little chime. And then you can rotate the saber to whatever color you want. And then tap the power, you'll hear the chime again. And now it'll remember this color next time you get to this sound font. So to change it back, again, hold auxiliary and tap power. You'll hear the chime. Get it back to that red. Tap the power, and you're good to go. When it's off, tap the auxiliary button to change sound fonts. You have 6 of my custom sound fonts, and I think a couple other ones that come loaded with Profi.
Hero's Journey. Reconcile. Smooth Jedi.
Starfall here. All right, so I'll show off the other saber here. I'm also going to, before I package them, I'll put the kill keys back in so that the battery doesn't drain during transit. So this is a Mystery Saber. My client gave me full creative control over it, I guess you could say. Again, these are available in my Etsy shop. There's a link in the description in the video. And I really like the way this turned out. This cool slotted emitter here, the square knurling upper grip, diamond knurling rear grip. You have a vintage pommel shroud here. So to get access to the saber here, so this has a set screw that just keeps the chassis from jostling around. So you're going to want to loosen this. Until this moves freely. And then you can take the kill key out here. Again, that's the recharge port. So when you put this back in, just line up this little notch just about here with the set screw. And you don't want to over tighten this, just so that the chassis doesn't jostle around. Maybe a little tighter. And you'll get a feel for it. And then go ahead and thread the pommel back on. Got a blade plug in this one as well. Power button here. The saber is slightly louder than the wolf head. Probably because it's got a bigger vent here. And blaster block. Tap the power to power down. All right, let's get a blade in this one. Oh, you want to take the blade plug out here. So just back out the blade retention screw. You'll see that pop. And your blade plug comes out. Just make sure that's seated down with a little pressure. Tighten that up and Again, hold the auxiliary button up top and then tap the power. You'll hear the little chime. And then you can twist the saber to whatever color you want. Maybe you want green for this one. Tap the power. And now it'll remember that.
Hero's Journey.
This is a fun one. Has that cooldown effect, which is pretty neat.
Reconcile. Starfall.
And back to Starfall. Alright, so these are shipping out today. Again, I will get them all set with the kill keys back installed. I want to put it in the right way. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope my customer is happy with his sabers. As always, feel free to give me a follow on Instagram at Starfall_Sabers, and we'll see you next time.